for this week's Minisode, we are going to go over a post that I shared on our page, The Paranormal Couple. It was just a simple little fun post, something to get a good laugh out of and have fun with. What it was where you actually had little things that could happen to you in the paranormal. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain this post to you. Now, on this post, you're going to have questions like, have you seen a ghost, heard a ghost talk, blah, yada, yada. And there's going to be points through it. Now, and what you do is you add your points up at the end, and we were just kind of playing a game as how many points do you have? Nothing really crazy, just something fun. Now, the things that you could choose from were seen a ghost, that's 10 points. Heard a ghost talk, that's 5 points. Heard ghostly footsteps, that's 10 points. Felt a ghost touch you for 30 points. Seen a shadow figure for 15 points, excuse me. Taken part in a Ouija board, I guess session, 50 points. Seen an orb, 10 points. Witnessed poltergeist activity, that's 15 points. Been on a ghost hunt, 20 points. Seen a UFO, 100 points. Had a premonition, 20 points. Witnessed a strange mist for 60 points. Heard your name called for 10 points. Heard knocks, 45 points. Walked alone in a haunted spot for 20 points. And witnessed a door shut alone for 40 points. Now, what we've done is we kind of took a few people that answered and gave experiences on this post, and we asked their permission, or I should say Dawn asked her permission for us to share about their experience on the podcast. And at the end, we're going to let you know what we've had as well, because there was some pretty interesting ones.
There were. And I added a bunch of them up.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Yeah, you had, there's 460 possible points, and you could go from 0 to 460. There were 9 total people that had 0, none of those experiences. 1 to 100 was 58 people. 100 to 200, 93. This one kind of surprises me. 201 to 300 points, 106 people said they had that many points. Now, 301 to 400 points, that's 55. And 401 to 459, 9 people. That's some pretty high actual numbers on the 201 to 300. That kind of surprised me. Now, all had people that said they had all the experiences, that was 26 people. All but UFO experiences, that's 12. That was the scene, the UFO, if you remember. And all but experience or having a Ouija board session, and that was 3 people.
I know, I was surprised too at how high a lot of the scores were.
Yeah. And I want to tell you, I was also kind of surprised that there was 9 that had 0.
That didn't surprise me. Actually,
the page that you're on, yeah, you really did.
I did think it would be more.
I guess that I should go ahead and step back and realize we do have a lot of skeptics, and we have a lot of people on our page that don't believe at all. So everybody's welcome. I'm not hating on you at all. You're more than welcome, and we appreciate your opinions and outlooks on things. Of course, if it's done respectfully.
Right. Yeah, so Emily and I don't have to get you to block people.
Yep, if you're a regular in our lives, you know the mods, Dawn and Emily, are on top of it.
Let me read and start off with one of these follower comments, and we'll go through them. And some of them are funny, and some of them are interesting. This first one was funny. It's short, Sky M. And she said, I only got 65 points, but in a way, I'm kind of glad about that. I totally believe, but I'm also afraid of being proven right.
Okay, Sky. You know what? I understand that totally. That's a lot of people. Sometimes it
Okay.
only takes just one little bit of an experience, and that's all you need to know that's enough you don't want to mess with.
No, I'm waiting. I need that.
You do need that experience, but you weren't at 0, were you?
No.
I know better. I know better. Okay, now next we have Kelly B. And she said that, or he said, I'm not sure if that is a male or female, sorry. They said all of the above except UFO or hearing their name. There has been a lot of noises, doors opening and shutting, knocking, items moving, being touched, grabbed, voices. They heard a male voice as soon as, I guess, this morning that this was posted, and served premonitions that have ended up being emotional experiences. This was crazy too. One premonition was of a wreck that was about to happen. They were the first on the scene, and two people didn't survive. I'm so sorry for that. That's awful. Other premonitions have been of a family member passing. They woke up and sat straight up and knew before they received the call. The other premonition was when a family member was having a heart attack. They said, I had the vision and immediately called, and sure enough, their premonition was accurate. That is chilling. That's wild.
That was a
Wow,
good one.
Kelly. Wow, Kelly. Yeah. That was a really good one.
This one was so good too. And it led into what I watched last night. So you had a follower comment and say that they were on an episode of A Haunting, which we covered previously.
Yes, I'm watching that Saturday too. Or tomorrow, because it's going to rain all day. It's going to rain
Oh,
all day. Yep, we're planning on
perfect.
watching. Yes.
Okay, so Debbie P. and has experienced all of the above. We live in a haunted house and we've been on the show A Haunting. My husband's father fought in World War II and he brought back a Nazi armband. We had it in a tote with all his medals and other things from the war. The last time we took the tote out to look through everything was 2010, and it was there and creepy to hold. After that, it disappeared and has never been found, and we are the only two in the house. I've been living with this since I was 6, and there are times when it can get really bad. And I want to give that episode. So it's A Haunting and season 9, episode 9. Although I found it on YouTube and I think it said season 8, episode 9, but that happens sometimes.
Right. It does.
If you want to look for it, and it was a good episode, so I would highly recommend watching it. If you Google A Haunting Ghosts of War, you can find it on YouTube.
I'm excited to watch that tomorrow.
It's good. I know. And then I kept thinking we should have her on.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We can watch that one, Debbie, and then have you on to review it with us or whatever. That would be awesome.
Yes.
I do. I like that idea. Okay, this one's short and sweet. I do like this one. This one really touched me. This is from Gail. And the only time that they had an experience was after the passing of their mother. She was standing in the bedroom and a strong smell of her timeless perfume was all around her. That that's beautiful.
I wish that would happen to me
Oh, I know.
with my
That
dad.
is, my dad does cigarettes, but I haven't had that in a while, but I do believe dad was with us yesterday, Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Your dad
that
does
one's
come around.
a lot. Yeah, he does. That was really sweet. Oh,
It was. Okay, this next one, the end is the best part, I think, and you'll see why. So this comes from Josh M, and his total was 230 points, which is relatively high.
mm-hmm.
He said, my first time moving out to live on my own was haunted. And I wonder why, because he said he lived in a former doctor's office that was turned into apartments.
Lot
That'll
went
do it.
down there.
Right?
Yes. Right.
My second location of residence was an old farmhouse that had 2 suicides and a natural death.
Mm.
First place and time I had seen a black shadow figure at my bedroom door. I had scratches on my face and forearm that I couldn't explain how I got them, and disturbing dreams of being grabbed on my ankle and jerked out of my bed and up towards the ceiling, then dropped on my head. And they had the same dream several different times. Third location of residence was the old former Mayfield Funeral Home and Ambulance Service, also turned into an apartment complex in Russellville, Kentucky.
I wish you still lived there. I'd come visit you.
Same. This funeral home was active in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. I lived here for a good 4 quiet years in the upstairs apartment. Came home from work one evening and heard a female say Joshua in my right ear loud as a bell. I live alone and was shook for several days due to that, as you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Then one night, around 2300 hours, my entrance doorknob was jerking and twisting and rattling, and I looked out the door, and nobody was on the outside of the door. So I texted my landlord about this, and he replied, "You are not the first person to tell me this. The previous tenants have had the same happen to them." A few months later, I moved 3 counties away and lived with a police buddy that I used to live with. Nothing was ever experienced at that house with him. And then going back when I was 17 years old, I was a police explorer with the Bowling Green Police Department in Kentucky. Myself and 2 other explorers decided to play with a Ouija board. And during that, we heard dishes moving and the faucet turning on. We never properly closed it because we had to stop due to a disturbing incident that night while playing. So I wonder if something is attached to me, or am I just someone that attracts the afterlife? Lord, I hope not. I am a sworn law enforcement officer, so I wouldn't make this up. I have no reason to tell a tale. And I told him in my going back and forth with him about posting this, we've talked about that on a previous episode.
Yes, we have.
Law enforcement, I have no reason to not believe this person.
Absolutely. And they're not far from me either.
I know. But I wonder, this is a total getting off the topic, but I wonder if someone, so let's say, sure, you played a Ouija board when you were 17 and something is attached to you, or you're just a person who things follow.
Right.
Does that play into the types of places that you're renting? Because a former doctor's office, an old farm, an old funeral home, maybe you're drawn to those places because of what's going on.
Maybe so. It could be coincidence, or maybe there could really be something to it. I mean, I don't know. That's very interesting to think about.
Yeah. I definitely wondered that when I was reading through his story and wondering if, because you'll see in shows sometimes where a person says that they lived in a haunted place because they were drawn to it.
Right. Yes, very much so.
So I wonder if you have something attached to you, if you're extra drawn to certain places. I don't know.
Or maybe there's just places that you're just meant to be. I don't know.
I bet you Josh wants it to be that.
I don't know, Josh, but it's very interesting to think about. I wish I had all the answers. That's interesting. Now, next we have Michelle T. And I have a lot of premonitions per se. They weren't really visually seeing something to predict specifics. I have a horrible time with that word there, Michelle. Specifics. Once I had a very strange dream that a coworker of my husband had passed away, and we'd gone to his funeral, and this little old woman was passing out shower caps. My husband called that coworker, and his mother had passed away. Aw, never met her, but when we went to pay our respects, she was the one in my dream handing out shower caps. And was she really handing out shower caps? That's interesting. Or just in the dream? Now I got that question. Okay, another thing that happened to me was I do customer service, and I had 2 customers in a row. each had the last name of two of my cousins. I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I asked my mom when was the last time she had spoken to her sister. There was some bad blood between them, and they didn't talk. I told my mom about the names and that maybe she should call her. She never did, and about 2 to 3 months later, my mom received a phone call that one of my cousins that her sister had been fighting cancer and passed away. Mm. I think that happens more than we actually know.
There's
The
a lot of premonitions in these stories.
Yeah, I think a lot of times though, people will have that little fight in them about getting a hold of somebody and then realize later on that was why. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Oh, this one's a
Goodness.
nice one too. I like this one. Julaine L. My father uses knocking. Shortly after he passed away, I kept hearing knocking around the house. I wasn't afraid, I just acknowledged it. When I had my back surgery and I had to have an agency come up and help me for a week just to get past that initial post-surgery stuff, the gal I requested was the same girl who helped me with my father passing. Her name was Michelle. And when Michelle showed up on the first day, and I was excited that I could take my first shower in like 2 weeks, I climbed in. And then while I was in there, she came running in the bathroom and said, Julaine, I hear knocking. And I said, it's Dad. He's saying hi to you, Michelle. He knows you and remembers you. She was surprised and yet acknowledged it and settled right in. I've only ever heard him knock a few other times, but I definitely have had the knocking.
Oh, I love that story. I'm so
So good.
sorry for the loss of your daddy, but yeah, I love that story. And I can also sympathize with that after 2 weeks of a back surgery and waiting for that shower. Like you want that shower so bad. I totally get it. Just washing off in the bath and trying not to get anything wet is awful. I hope you're doing well after that. Now the next one is from Lisa L. How many points for having a ghost flip you head over heels while trying to jump over something? I've had multiple premonitions. I've heard my name called, had a ghost steal a ring of mine, and have had my energy drained. How many points, Lisa?
1,000?
Yeah, 1,002. That's I like that one.
All right. Tammy F. She got 160. This all happened after my son passed away at the age of 29. The day he passed, I felt like someone was standing right behind me all day, and then our microwave beeped without anybody using it. I still have these things happening after 6 years.
Oh, Tammy, I'm sorry for your loss. Man,
It's a bad story, but a good story because I'm glad that she knows he's there.
he's reaching out, right? Oh man, I hate that. I'm sorry. Oh, I like the way Karen is spelled in this. Would it be Karen or Karen? Karen still?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't know. I like it. Caren. I'm going to go with Karen. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. And Karen had a total score of 60. I was only 17 and I moved in with my much older cousin. She and a friend of hers were doing the Ouija board and I joined in several times. I am sorry I ever did. I had very bad experiences and never touched it since then. Again, while living with my cousin one night, I was in bed and heard a woman's voice call my name. When I mentioned it to my cousin the next morning, she told me she also had heard a woman's voice call her name. I'm sorry, I live in Kentucky and I've got all the drainage from everything going on around us now. You
That
have to,
story is creepy.
that is, yeah. Wow, and I love the spelling of your name. Let me know if I said that right. I really hope I did. If I didn't, like I said, I apologize again. Yeah, I wonder who was calling their names.
I don't know, but it happened to both of them on the same night. Weird.
And now I want to know, like, who was, yeah, that's awesome. Awesomely creepy, but awesome.
This next one, it's about UFO specifically, and it was in a comment, like a sub comment. So Linda S., she wasn't the original poster, but she commented within a comment. I think it makes sense-ish when I start off, but it's in response to something someone else posted. So she's saying that she hasn't ever seen a UFO not up close. I think I'd stroke out in excitement, or if they rejected me for leaving me here.
Oh, no.
The thing I saw was so bright with reflected sunlight, blinding. It moved 100 times faster than any jet I've ever seen, straight across the sky in a split second, then straight up without stopping, then disappeared. A perfect 90-degree angle, zip, zoop, unbelievable, jaw-dropping.
That's something I can say I've never seen. That's and that's why I'm really where you are on the UFOs. I really need to see one.
Shannon will like that one.
Yeah, he definitely will. Oh, that was a good story, Linda. Well, next we have Joannie, 135 points. I work at a psych hospital. The building is over 100 years old. You've got my interest. My office is in the basement, and you've also got my interest. And I am the last to leave at 9 p.m. Perfect. I have seen dark figures pass my door out the corner of my eyes, doors open and shut across the hall, heard footsteps in the hall and when no one is there. Apparently, one spirit called me Joe. I heard my nickname called down the hall thinking it was someone calling me. No one was there. Only happened once. It's all good. I have gotten used to the activities. I talk to them telling the spirit I'm just working in peace. I don't mind being around them. Just don't touch me. Good. Good for putting those boundaries out there. They have been respectful. I haven't been touched yet. I wear a blessed cross that says the Lord's Prayer. I don't think the spirit was harmful. The hospital was run by nuns back in the 1950s through 1980s, and I always wonder if the dark person passing by could have been nuns in their habits. Does that say habits? Yeah, that is habits, isn't it? What is a habit?
The thing that they wear on their head.
Okay, got you. I was sorry. I want to know what a habit was now.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I'm the person to ask.
Okay, well I've never experienced anything with the Catholic nuns, but yeah, that right there makes sense. A coworker who works at 5 a.m. has seen a female dressed in bell bottoms, halter top, and large gold hoop earrings, 60s attire, walk past the office. A coworker went in the hall to confront the person. She isn't there. There is definitely high activity at the hospital. It scared me at first to a point of almost quitting, but I'm accustomed to it now. Activities like the ones I mentioned happen a couple times a month. That really intrigues me. I've read that story before we even started, and yeah, I like that one. I am definitely available to help you get out the building nightly.
It's funny because when I first saw her comment, I responded and said, "Can Amy and Shannon and I investigate there?"
Please. Yeah. Just let us know. Thank you.
Kidding.
Joking, but very seriously.
Correct. Jimmy S. His score was 85, which reading through, I was kind of surprised that his score was only 85, but let's get into it. Saw ghosts in my bedroom several times as a child. It was a man that stood at the foot of the bed. He was dressed in a red and black flannel shirt, black breeches, a shiny belt buckle, a black cap with an emblem of 2 crossed hunting rifles on the front.
He said breeches.
He did.
Yeah.
He would smoke his pipe and gazed out over the headboard of my bed as if he were looking into the farmland behind our house. I could actually see the smoke coming out from his pipe. I would call my mother into the room to see him, but she said she couldn't. Especially cool when you're a young child. You wake up, there he is. I got so used to him being there. When I saw him, I'd say hi and go back to sleep. I even got to the point where I would reach out my hand to touch him, and it would go right through him. I also saw a Native American in full headdress. He would stand beside my bed while the other apparition would stand at the foot. It was pretty neat. This was my childhood home in Lexington, Kentucky in the very early 60s. It was a new subdivision, new house built on an old cattle farm.
Oh, how cool.
So detailed.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing about that is it was an old cattle farm. So the things that he's explaining,
Hmm.
they make sense.
Right.
And you said britches, so that's extra points for me because I say britches all the time. I
You
love it.
do. All right. So we have a few that I didn't hear back from the people because I always ask permission. And the ones that weren't too personal, we decided to include and just not repeat the person's name. That way it's sort of generic. And if they don't want their story read, then hopefully this isn't enough info that they would get upset. So I'll do the first one. I've heard my name in my ear. She said it like she wanted to scare me. I've had all the experiences. It started when I was 3 years old with a dark entity oh, who wouldn't leave me alone while I was in my crib trying to sleep. It would pull my hair and play with my hair. No, thank you.
I'm done. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Move
no.
along, please. Yeah. That's not good. I don't like that. I'm gonna go on and move on to the one who had 100 points. And it says, we were at St. Augustine Lighthouse, and my husband and I come across the scent of cigar smoke. Not many people were there, and you aren't allowed to smoke. We just were on about an hour walk, and the next evening we did a ghost tour, and it ended at the lighthouse. Well, guess what? One of the former keepers would smoke a cigar when he got off duty, and it was in the same place as we had smelled the cigar smoke the day before. How many points for that interaction? I love that. You maybe caught him when he was getting off on his night or afternoon of work. I like that. He was smoking a cigar.
It's a
I
good
think that,
story.
yeah, things like that. Like we were talking about with residual. It's the right place at the right time. I like that.
Next one was 110 points, and this is the last one. Okay, this one was funny. That's what they said. My friends at work were always bugging me to stop smoking. One day, I was doing an EVP session in my old carriage house, sitting on my floor, smoking a cig. My cat was sitting next to me, and he did a huge sneeze. I asked if he was okay. Well, I played back my EVP, and after I asked the cat if he was okay, I heard a loud voice saying, "Smoke!" And I was, oh, that's great. Now I have a spirit joining in the party to get me to quit. Another notable one was trying to move into a new place before a blizzard hit. I was bending over to put something on the floor when a door creaked open and something grabbed my butt. I remember telling whoever did that, hey, cut it out. I don't have time for your shit. LOL. As far as my old carriage house went, the spirit loved my cats. I caught a voice talking about my female, saying she's a good girl, and
Oh,
other
she is.
communication. I know.
She is a
Other
good girl.
other communications which were great. He, as he told me his name was Henry, especially liked my male cat and would say his name during EVP sessions. So cute.
Oh, I wish I knew who this one was. I like that. Yeah.
It's in you could go find it in your
I'll have
phone.
to go find it. Yeah. That one's good. I like that.
I'm the skeptic here. So my score was only 115. And the things that I've seen or the things that apply to me, obviously ghost hunting. That's
Right.
clearly being
I've
alone in a
witnessed
haunted place. Yeah.
I've witnessed it. I synced it.
Right. Ghost hunt, being alone in a haunted place, obvious. Orb, playing the Ouija board. I say play, but it's not really play, but you know what I mean, using the Ouija board.
Yeah.
And then this just happened recently, and it wasn't to me, but it was, I think I sent you the video, and I just can't, I've never I'm still shook about this. Sean Austin was at the museum that you and I and Shannon and Trinity investigated before, and I've investigated there a few times. He was upstairs. I wasn't there, but I was screen recording, and I caught
Yes.
a shadow, and it was standing up with arms and ran twice. I caught it in 5 minutes.
Yep,
And
I remember.
It's so weird that that happened at the time that it did, because you and I had talked about on one of our episodes how I had never seen anything, I had never experienced anything, and then that happened, and I don't know how else to explain it.
We need Dawn to have some more experiences, man.
Agree.
We do. Yeah, with my score, mine was 265. I have never witnessed poltergeist activity. Yeah, never have. And I have never had a UFO sighting. That's something I'm like Dawn on. That's where I'm a little more skeptic. I'm not sure what I think. And for me to believe, I need one to fly around here.
Same.
I need that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a cute little post. And yeah, there was 488 comments on it. I thought it was cute.
Liked putting in their stories, and
yes,
I was like, let's use this because it's fun.
Yeah, I love looking back at the stuff. So yeah, those were some great stories. And I mean, I guess we could share, but we got plenty of time to share stories.
And if anyone's curious, I have that video up on my, it's under Classic Horror Shop on TikTok. I posted the video, so you can go back a couple months and find it. And
it's a good video.
It's wild. And zoomed
Did I talk? Sorry. And I'm kind of iffy on the strange myths too. I will talk about the orb. I was living in an apartment, mine and Shannon's first apartment. Little Hayden was like 3 years old. Oh, I miss those times so much. You could hear him in the background of the video. But I had the lights off in our bedroom and 2 candles burning. And I was walking in there. I can't remember what I was getting, but something told me to get your camera and record. It was the little old iPhone 4 is an iPhone 4, so it's not the best quality nowadays, but then it was superb. But that apartment, we had so many experiences at it. It's just crazy. I have to go into the story about that apartment sometime later on because it's wild. We found out all this after we moved in. But something had told me to just record in there. And I go in and I started walking toward the bed. And before I got to the bed, coming around the bed at me was this little ball of light about that size. I guess about the size of a quarter if you're not watching us on YouTube. And it come at me and it was swerving and moving, and then it comes to my feet around the front of me like it's looking at me to go around me, and then it finally just shoots in between my legs. I have no idea what it was to this day, but it is the only time that I'm going to say that I 100% seen an orb because it had its own light. It produced its own light. And then also I could see it with my camera and with my eyes. So those are the things that make me believe that that is an orb. But it's also shared on our page and our YouTube as well. But yeah, those are the things that make me believe that that was a true orb. And that's the only one that I can say I really ever believe I've caught. Because we don't call out orbs a lot because most of it's dust and debris.
Right. Agree.
You also have moisture and yada, 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 but we don't call out orbs because they're just hard to prove most times.
Right. And my friend Doretha reminded me the other day, for people who don't watch paranormal, we should explain things more. So when we're talking about an orb, it's typically just some kind of light that's floating around in the air, and it's usually white grayish, not always, but that's what people see when they say there's an orb. However,
it moves with intelligence.
Right. So most of them like Amy's saying, are dust, bugs, something like that. The way that you try to know that it's actually an orb is mostly by trajectory. So if it kind of changes angles, or I pretty much say anything going from up to down is probably dust. Anything going the opposite direction from the floor up is definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Has more possibilities of being a real orb. And it's supposed to be, or what people think an orb is basically energy, spirit energy.
I kind of get down with the explanation that I believe an orb is the easiest way to move about for a spirit. Takes the least energy to move and go about. I think that there could be something to that.
Yeah, I just don't know, because as a skeptic, I just want to rule out 99%.
Yeah, and I mean you got to think we believe that spirit communication, anything to do with the paranormal needs energy. And to do things, it takes a lot of energy for them. So I believe when they would travel and move about, that they would choose something that would take the least energy. And I'm not so sure. I don't know, of course, but it kind of seems like a little ball of light wouldn't take very much to move.
That's a good theory.
Just, I don't know. Me and Shannon's kind of thought on that one.
Yeah, I like that.
It's just a thought. Don't quote me. I'm not saying it's what it is, guys, but I don't know. I think it makes sense.
Well, and on this stuff, you could have 10 people in a room and 9 of them might have different opinions. These are just ours.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like kind in hoes. Everybody's got one.
Yep.
Yep.
And on that note,
What would you want me to call it? That's a kind of nice way to say it. But no, I did. I thought that post was cute. I like to do. If you would like to come over to our page, you've got, of course, us talk gruesome to me. If you want to come hang out with us on the Paranormal Couple page on Facebook, go ahead and do so. And then you also have, we're going to go ahead and say that when we want you to go there for sure, the Talk Gruesome to Me page. We both have Facebook pages, and we both of our pages have posts that you can actually talk and give your opinions on as well. We like to hear your stories, and we have been posting on the Talk Gruesome to Me, right? Not we, Dawn has been posting and asking for opinions on little minisodes and stuff. What would you like to see? So that's another good way to get in touch with us.
we definitely want all the stories, every interactions, everything. So keep that up.
And we'd also like, you've been listening to us for a minute, or at least if you haven't, you definitely need to go back and start at episode 1. Give us a rating. Let us know what you're thinking. That's the only way that we're going to get pushed, guys, and we appreciate it so much. If you like it, go ahead and give us that rating and hit the follow button, because that's what does wonders for us.
Yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for responding and letting us read your posts. And we'll meet back here in a week.
Yes, we'll meet right back here. We'll talk at you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.